afternoon, Dean Alumni, Chair Professor Garibay, distinguished faculty, ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2015. It's an honor and a pleasure to be back here at my alma mater, UCLA. Just about 56 years ago, I was not sitting where you are, but in front of Royce Hall. Some things haven't changed. The graduation gowns are still too hot. We were as glad as you are to be done with the test, quizzes, midterms, and the finals. How about that? In a minute, you will graduate. You will soon forget some of your classmates, but you will never forget your graduation or your school. And you should. The chairs you sat on, the laboratory you used, the buildings you studied in, were that's not gift from Santa Claus. Most of the campus came from previous graduates who were grateful for what this school did for them and do the same. Your future success is best shared. Greed is a disease and giving is the cure. You may never have it all, but you will have enough to share. Let's start with a story about a boy from Seoul, Korea. Let's call him Myung. As sometimes happens in a lot of families, and especially in cultures where the welfare of the parents comes before the spouse, mothers and their mother-in-laws don't get along. It's especially bad in families living under one roof. Harmony gets replaced by conflict until eventually changes are inevitable. In my family, the final score was mom 0, grandmother 1. I was raised by my grandmother. For years, my mom would call my name from the street. I had to go outside and to see her and talk to her. My father was in the motion picture industries. He traveled in circles that attracted many who were young, pretty, and aspiring. My father changed them like the calendar pages. There was always a new stepmom. They came and went like the seasons. When I was 5, I got a real stepmother, one who lasted. She and my father had 6 children. I was the oldest of the 7, and the one who didn't quite fit. I was a half brother, and they were all full siblings. The family situation wasn't good. Korea's landscape was war-torn, and I realized I had to leave. Eventually, I made my way to the US, and I studied chemistry here at UCLA. It wasn't easy. I could read English pretty well, but the spoken language was very hard because everyone had an accent except me. To make matters worse, students were required to take German in order to major in chemistry those days. I worked my way through school. I had a job in the chemistry department's stockroom and another as a houseboy in Beverly Hills. Want to pour cold water on your college years? Be a houseboy. I looked for other jobs. I would say, do you have an opening for an ambitious chemistry student from UCLA? And they would say, yes, we do. There is opening right behind you. And please close it gently on your way out. My senior year was especially hard. I didn't have enough money to finish. I only needed $200 for my tuition. There was a lot of money for a room and board houseboat. I tried unsuccessfully to get a bank loan. I went to many of my professors. I asked almost everyone I could think of. As a last resort, I went to my English teacher and told her that unless I got the money for my tuition, I couldn't graduate. She listened, but was hesitant. Then she said, check back with her in the morning. It was a long night. The next morning, she took me to the bank, cashed in a bond, and gave me the $200 I needed to graduate. Her name was Miss Ramos. She was an angel. I graduated, got a real job, and when I cashed my first paycheck, I took her the money and said, here is $200. I'll bring the interest when I get my next paycheck. She said, Michael, no, just seeing you graduate is a payment enough. A glorious angel. For the next 22 years, I worked for a company in research and developed the resin technology that was patented. One of my projects turned out to be a product the company didn't choose to market. So I decided to move on. I rented the shared space at age 51, started my own business. But again, it wasn't easy. Because I developed the product while working for the other company, it did not belong to me. Even though it was my concept and my work, I had to start over. It was the perfect opportunity for a pity party, but instead, I focused not on what was lost, but what was left to gain. I still had my abilities and my faith. One of the essential chemicals was on consignment, which meant I couldn't get it except on the black market at outrageous prices. So I began again with an approach that didn't infringe on my original patent and used available chemicals. It was a tough journey. My wife would bring my dinner so I could keep working at night. Then everything changed. When I got my very first customer, the first one is always the hardest, but also sweet. They are still my customer. Now I have customers around the world. From those early days, here are 9 simple principles that guided me. Number 1, patience. Acorns may grow into mighty oaks, but not overnight. You get the chicken by waiting for the egg to hatch, not by cracking it. Michelangelo said the genius is eternal patience. Our immediate gratification society hasn't grasped the concept of patience, but I hope you will. Anything worthwhile takes time. Number 2, enthusiasm. It's your best companion on the path to anywhere. Charles Schwab said, a man can succeed at almost anything for which he has unlimited enthusiasm. If you are not fired up with enthusiasm, at some point you will likely be enthusiastically fired. Number 3, resilience. The antidote to setbacks. Somewhere in your life and your career, you will suffer setbacks. They will be certainly unpleasant, expected. It's okay to get knocked down, not okay to stay down. An ancient saying, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Many of life's failures are people who gave up, not realizing how close they were to success. What if the inventor had given up at WD-30 or stopped at 6 up? Number 4, salesmanship is vital. No one is better able to tell you a story than you. You have the talent to sell it. Your suggestions, your ideas, your vision, your product is used to sell. Number 5, endurance is the will to continue on despite fatigue, stress, or adversity. Most people never run far enough on the first win to even find out they have a second. Keep going, press on. Life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Number 6, vision. People like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk come to mind. But your vision doesn't have to be so grand that it changes the world. Envision your future and set the strategy for getting there. Vision without action is just a dream. Act on it. It is not enough to stare up the steps of success. You must step up the stairs. Number 7, empathy. Simply put, love your neighbor as yourself. Walk their mile in someone else's shoes. Their pain is every bit as meaningful as your own. Lend an ear, reach out the hand, show concern. When you understand the pain and the needs of others, it makes you more grateful, more generous, more human. Number 8, rest. Even God rested. You too need to take care of yourself and your family, your team, and your supporters. They need a rest too. Your career drive might be so intense that others are ignored. You need to rest and rejuvenate, and so do they. Refresh your soul and then go at it again. Number 9, finally, enjoy. Believe me, life is short. Make the journey as meaningful as the destination. The most valuable thing any of us have is time. Money can be replaced. Possession cannot be replaced. But time cannot. So savor it. Don't spend it all at the lab or office. There has never been a person on their deathbed who said, I wish I had spent more time working. These 9 principles are a plastic that spells perseverance. Practice living that word, and you will do it. My fellow brewers, I extend to you my heartfelt congratulations. You have come far. Now just keep moving forward. Give some back and persevere. Thank you.
간절하게 주고 싶은 말은 희망과 그 꿈이 있다면은 그 꿈을 꾸되 큰 꿈을 꾸고서 운물을 파되 한 운물을 여러 운물을 파다 보면은 죽도밖에 아무것도 안 돼요. 한 운물을 파면 성공률이 그만큼 크고. 감사합니다. 그래서 마지막으로 저를 가르쳐 주신 영어 선생님한테 제가 찾아갔습니다. 그때 그분에게 제가 200불을 받고 등록을 하고 제가 졸업을 했어요. 그때 제가 그분에게 받은 그 감동은 아직까지도 그냥 생생하게 머릿속에 있는데, 언젠가 나도 사업을 해서 돈을 벌면 재단을 설립해서 정말 필요로 하는 사람들에게 도움을 줘야 되겠고, 그거로 말미암아서 제가 밝은 미래 재단을 설립을 했습니다.
자랑이라고 하면은 참 너무 순수하세요. 제가 늘 얘기하는데, 지금 그 나이에도 저를 보면 참 순수한 그 맑은 오염되지 않는 물 같은 그런 순수함이 있으시다고요. 그래서 어떤 데는 좀 어린애 같은 그 순수한 면에 많다. 보통 사람들한테 찾아보기 힘든 그런 면이 많으신 걸 제가 알아요.
그들이 앞으로 우리 동포사회의 위상을 높일 수 있고 롤모델을 쏠 수 있는 그러한 계기가 된다면 그것이 우리 1세들이 훌륭한 그렇게 느낍니다. 항상 그 작성을 해서 신뢰성을 집사하는 사업을 하는 게 저희의 그 모토거든요. When you climb up, that's all stop. Continue climbing. You want to have to win? Have a big
That's going to be
blame it on me, okay?
저희 제일 갈때 이제 다시 뵙겠습니다.
No, takoki, no.
Can we take out the flags?
Take them out, you said? Yeah, let me do that.
Thank you.
The lady right here placed them.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
Oh, hold on. And, are you